Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well. So today through this video, I'm going to focus on the newest updates regarding the white paper changes. So I know that most of you guys were waiting for the updates regarding the white paper changes. That's why I thought to bring this video as soon as this information has been published by the UK government. So this video will be based on the research briefing published by UK Parliament, and this is known as changes to UK visa and settlement rules after the 2025 immigration white paper. So this research briefing has explained the new updates that they are going to implement within this month, and that's what I'm going to look into through this video. So if you have not yet subscribed our channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Now let's see what is included in this research briefing. So this has been published on 1st July 2025. So this is the newest document related to changes to UK visa and settlement rules after the 2025 immigration white paper. So there are key points that have been included here. So I'll be going through the key points only, as this has so much information which we have discussed in our previous video as well. So when you scroll down in this page, it says that on 12th May 2025, the government published a white paper, as we all know, which is called the Restoring Control over the Immigration System. So the document proposed some changes to make it harder to move to and settle in the UK with a view to reducing immigration. So these are the facts we already know. The intention of this immigration white paper was to reduce the net migration in the UK. So there are key 8 proposals that were discussed through the immigration white paper, which are listed in this page as well. As we have explained these 8 proposals in detail in our previous video, for now I'll be going through these 8 proposals briefly. So the first proposal was to shorten the list of jobs for which employers can sponsor a worker from overseas for a skilled worker visa. So with this, jobs assessed as being medium skilled, which means RQF level 3, will not be sponsorable unless the Migration Advisory Committee recommends an exemption. And the second proposal was ending an existing exemption for social care workers. So employers will no longer be allowed to recruit them from abroad. So the newest update is directly related with this proposal number 2 as well, which I'll be discussing later on. Then the third proposal was exploring a levy on English universities' income from international student fees, and then making it harder for universities to keep their license to sponsor student visas by introducing tougher compliance rules. So with this, they will be implementing tougher compliance rules for the universities. And the number 5 is reducing the standard length of the graduate visa, which we all know. So reducing the post-study work visa to 18 months from 2 years is that proposal. And then the next proposal is stricter English language rules. And number 7 is increasing the standard qualifying period for permanent residents, also known as ILR or settlement, from 5 to 10 years. And the last key proposal was making it easier for people to come to the UK on certain visas aimed at highly skilled migrants, including global talent and high potential visas. So these were the key proposals introduced by the immigration white paper on May 2025. So it clearly says that most of these changes can be made by amending the immigration rules. They do not require an act of parliament for statutory instrument except for the levy on student fees. So the government can implement these changes with amending the immigration rules, and they do not need to go for an act of parliament. Now the next section is when will the changes be coming in, and the most important section in this document that I will be focusing on. When will the changes be coming in? So this is the most important section that we will be focusing through this video, as this has mentioned the dates in which some of these policies will be implemented. So in the previous research briefing, which they published in June 2025, they mentioned that the dates have not yet been decided on which these policies will be implemented. So that's why I said this section in this document is the most important section. So I'll be focusing on this section most importantly. So the Home Office has begun to implement some of the white paper proposals. So it says that some of the white paper proposals have been already started to implement by the Home Office. The first point, an initial reduction to the list of jobs eligible for a skilled worker visa will take effect on 22nd July 2025. So this will be affecting on skilled worker visas. So if you are planning to apply for skilled worker visa, so you have to consider this update, because there will be a reduction to the list of jobs eligible for skilled worker visas taking effect from 22nd July 2025. We all know that there is a list of jobs available on the UK government website which are eligible for skilled worker visas. However, there will be a reduction on these jobs. This does not affect people who are already sponsored for their visa by that date. So this is a good news for people who are already on the skilled worker visa. So if you are already on the visa, there won't be an impact on you. So if you can get your skilled worker visa before 22nd July 2025, there won't be an impact from this decision on you. So the revised list of jobs will be in place until the end of 2026, after which there will be further changes. So the revised list of jobs, which will be revised on 22nd July 2025, will be in place until the end of 2026, and there will be further changes from end of 2026 to the list of jobs eligible for skilled worker visa. So this is the main change that we are focusing through this. And the number 2 is employers will no longer be able to bring in care workers from overseas from 22nd July 2025. So as I mentioned earlier, stopping the care workers from overseas was a key proposal in the immigration white paper, and now they have announced the date for this. The date is 22nd July 2025, so that employers will not be able to bring care workers from abroad from 22nd July 2025, which means this month. So again, people already sponsored for a social care visa by 22nd July will not be affected. So if you are already in social care worker visa, or if you are planning to get it before 22nd July, you won't be affected with this decision. So these are the two main things that have been included in this research briefing. In addition, the department has announced that changes to English language standards will be implemented by the end of this year. So we know there was another key proposal in the white paper about stricter English language requirements, and now it says those will be implemented by the end of this year. However, there is no overall timetable for the white paper proposals to come into force. So they have not specified the dates for this, but they mentioned that they will be implemented by the end of this year. So these are the key changes that will be taking place in this month, which is in July. So they have explained the rest of the information in the research briefing are same as the research briefing that we have explained from our previous video as well. That's why I'm not going to go into detail of the other sections of this document. So the main section was about when will the changes be coming in, which I have already discussed. So 22nd July will be a main date if you are planning to apply for skilled worker visa or for social care visa. So I hope this video was helpful for you in understanding the changes to UK immigration policy based on the white paper changes 2025. So see you soon with a new video, guys.